Welcome back to MMR-TV News. Before we continue on with our headlines, we come to you with an important announcement from the Canadian Institute for Proper Physics. The CIPP would like to clear up several misconceptions involving forces. This public service announcement will be regarding the confusion between centripetal force and centrifugal force. Now, imagine you are a passenger in a car and the driver makes a sharp left turn. You feel your body being pressed against the door, and anyone's immediate instinct would be to say centrifugal force is pushing me against the door. But you are wrong. There are several factors that prove this, but before we continue, let's cover the basics. To physicists, centrifugal force is a fictitious force that is felt in the stationary, or non-inertial, reference frame of an accelerating object. Sounds like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo, doesn't it? So let's figure out what reference frames are. An inertial reference frame is one in which the frame is moving at a constant velocity, or not moving at all, and so there is no acceleration on the entire system. An example of this is a pedestrian's view, or frame of reference, on the car you are turning in. The object is accelerating, but your view is not. The opposite, of course, is a non-inertial reference frame, which is where the frame is accelerating. The focus is on the entire system moving as one. An example of this is your frame of reference in the car as you turn the corner. You and the car are accelerating together. And what about this so-called fictitious force? A fictitious force is a force that is thought to act on objects in a non-inertial reference frame. This force is not caused by any physical contact, and, to physicists, is more like a placeholder for hypothetical experiments. And now back to centrifugal force. Again, it is a fictitious force in a non-inertial reference frame. It is supposedly observed to push an object, such as your body in the turning car, away from the center of rotation. But in reality, there is no force pushing you away. So what is actually happening? You are simply following your original path, a straightforward line, and attempting to continue in this motion. This is your inertia, or tendency to remain in motion. The force you feel is the car door pushing back against you, similar to the normal force that keeps us standing as we walk across the ground. This force is called the centripetal force, and is explained by Newton's third law of motion. For every action force, such as the car door pushing against you, there is a reaction force, or, you pushing against the car door. Now, centripetal force is what keeps an object moving in uniform circular motion, or the motion of an object in a circle at a constant speed. The car door's force keeps your body in uniform circular motion. Whoa. What about your body colliding with the door? Well, as there are no physical forces acting upon your body, there is no way for there to be a reaction force. Again, your body is simply trying to continue accelerating forward. You may ask why any of this is at all important. Well, without understanding centripetal force, and without the door there to keep you in the car, you would fly out, and continue along that path. For all of our viewers sitting at home watching the nightly broadcast, there likely isn't too much use for all of this information. But next time you hear a young aspiring scientist yak about centrifugal force, be sure to correct them. This has been a public service announcement from the Canadian Institute for Proper Physics. Please stay tuned for our headlines on MMR-TV News.